Hello, everyone. We're the boozy Aussie gamers.
Got a bottle going yet?
This is what we look like.
Yeah, I think they can figure that much
I
out.
know. Well, hey, they just turned our voices to start with.
So this is our wrap up video of The Evil Within. We've just finished it, and we thought we'd do this while the ending is still fresh because it's confusing as hell.
Yeah.
So we've got. Well, we've simply got him. We've got him waking up in a bathtub, and then waking up in a bathtub again, and then walking out of the hospital.
A dream within a dream.
As if nothing really happened.
Basically. So we thought we'd just go through the elements of the games, and we sort of had to read on Wikipedia there at the end what the game was actually about.
Well, really.
What the ending was about. Michelle had to. I guess simply put, we'll just go through now, and we're going to give the game a bit of a review and a bit of a rating. So we'll start with the overall graphics of the game. We're going to do our ratings out of bottles. Would you expect anything else?
Something different.
Oh, hang on. Let's say we get a machine gun acquired.
Oh, we got the machine gun for the game
I
clear.
only just get this now.
Yeah, we could have used that,
Sweet.
but that's
For
all
real?
right.
It could have been the start.
I don't know. I'll be playing.
No, I don't think we'd be playing this game on another fucking difficulty.
Yeah, no thank you.
So I think we'll start with the overall graphics of the game. Look, I found in places that the level design. Well, I'll get to level design in a minute, but I think the graphics of the game overall, for Xbox One, pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I thought they were fucking amazing.
I like them.
Like, just so much detail. Fantastic. So I think overall, I'd give the graphics 8 out of 10 bottles. Ian?
Oh, we're going 8 out of 10, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
I reckon she'd be. Well, for me, she'd be a 9. A 9 bottles.
And Michelle?
Are we doing halves?
Oh, we
We
can't.
didn't really clarify this. Can I
No,
just
you
say
don't want to
we-
be fucking double parked now, do you?
I might. Well, I'm going to give it 8.5.
Enough. So I think we can agree that the average there is 8. So we'll say graphics 8 out of 10. And now the overall gameplay. Look, the gameplay was good, and that's really all I can say about it. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not the most fantastic thing I've ever played either.
I thought there could have been a few more hints.
Yeah,
With a bit of shit in there.
and there's long drawn out sections of running
Yeah.
around and solving puzzles and stuff like that, rather than there's a lot of empty rooms.
We want
I
to
guess you
get
could say.
we want to get to the nitty gritty. We don't want to be fucking wasting our time. Fucking.
Yeah, and I don't think that the level. I think that the gameplay. There's a lot of empty rooms and classic. Yeah. There's a lot of empty rooms, and I don't like in games like Silent Hill. The empty rooms build atmosphere, but here they just feel empty. They don't feel. So I think overall, I'm going to give the overall gameplay 6 out of 10, and I think that's being a little bit generous.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 6 as well.
Oh God. I think I'll go with a 5 actually. Considering that was the easiest difficulty we did.
Yeah,
And
that
for
was.
someone like
yeah.
me, I still struggled. I couldn't even complete a chapter. I couldn't even get
Someone
through a
like
quarter
you
of
who
one.
only plays Harry Potter.
I'm good at kids games, okay?
Okay, so
That's
we'll go.
my capability.
We'll go 5 out of 10 for the gameplay. 6 out of 10 rather. Or that was the consensus.
Or 5.5.
Overall control. Look, the controls were good. They were responsive, but at times I felt like they were just a little bit too clunky. Especially in sections where it's expected that you be precise, like when you're dodging 15 tripwires, and I just feel like they could, have tightened the controls up a little bit. They weren't horrible. I've definitely played worse games. So I'm going to give Control a 7 out of 10. I think.
No, I'm giving it a 5. I thought it was shit.
Yeah, you really struggled.
I struggled.
Yeah.
I'd go to crouch at something, and the fucking other menu would come up, and it'd be fucking doing my nana.
Just
Might
have
as
fat
well
fingers.
fucking scarf me shit up on a fucking star picket.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I must admit, this is actually hard for me to rate because I really didn't play the bloody game at all.
So if you had to rate it based on your...
But based
From
on
what you've seen.
what I've seen and what everyone else has kind of experienced, I was going to go with like maybe a 5.
Okay,
well.
so I think we can agree that the controls get a 5 out of 10
Yeah.
bottles from us. 5 out of 10 bottles.
Yeah, no. Just trying to
Okay, replayability. Could you, difficulty aside, could you see yourself playing through this game again?
Oh fuck yeah, I could. Bloody oath.
No,
Now that I
because
know,
I've shit
now that I
myself.
know what the controls will be, I won't be pushing the wrong fucking thing, and I'll know where to go and what to look for.
And I mean, the clear bonus, the machine gun, and I'm sure there's more if we collect more stuff.
Oh, there's 2 other difficulties.
Yeah, oh, that's true. We did miss a lot of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
collectible-wise, we could have gone that far, but we decided not to.
You didn't want to fucking take a month at doing this shit.
So I guess I could definitely see myself playing through it at least 2 more times. So I'm going to give the replayability 7 out of 10 bottles. Man,
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one. 7.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5.
7.
It's not something I could picture myself playing again because
you'd
look at
struggle to
me,
get
look
through
at
it
me,
once.
look at me. The first time around I struggled and I nearly shat myself
Okay.
going around any corner.
6.5 out of 10 bottles overall for replayability. Now the storyline. This is an interesting one
Yeah.
because I felt personally that so often it lacked.
Didn't
It
give you enough
lacked-
information.
Yeah, it lacked a storyline altogether. Like, oh look, here's another random environment. Figure out what to do, sort of thing. Like, it's a cool build up, like all the little clues and books and stuff that they give you. But I don't know whether we didn't explore certain avenues or what. But like, I know that like we never really truly found out what happened to his wife or his daughter
Well, they
or
could come
any
in-
of the missing
Wow.
people, really, except for Connolly and the doctor.
Yeah.
Well, that
and
could
their-
come in the next one if there is another.
Well,
Well,
it
this
could
is true.
could definitely be something that they go look. It did keep me intrigued though. It kept me intrigued to want to get to the end to know what happened, and it really did allow discussion and thoughtful sort of thought. So I think overall, apart from the storyline not knowing what it wants to be most of the time, I still think it's worthy of an 8 out of 10 at least.
Yeah. It confused me a bit. Where to the point where, what the fuck's going on? Am I in a hospital or am I in a fucking city or
Or a
am I
subway,
fucking
yeah.
out in the bumfuck nowhere?
Yeah, the constant scenery
Yeah.
changes.
So no, it's a 7 from me.
Yeah, I was going to go with a 7.
7 it is. We rate the the storyline 7 out of 10 bottles. So, level design, storyline aside, level design, I felt that throughout the entire game was a little bit generic up until the very end, up until chapter 14, 15. And mostly 15. You've got generic stages. You've got a forest. You've got a subway. You've got a city. You've got, a dilapidated mental hospital. You've got the normal mental hospitals. And then all of a sudden, you've got, like, a brain and like, a world filled with eyeballs. And, like, that's
Yeah.
really cool. But
Goo and shit.
I think that the generic, boring, an apartment building even,
Yeah.
I just think that they let them down. That aside, there's some cool traps in the levels.
Some shit you don't even see. You think, oh fuck, where was that?
Yeah, as frustrating as they were, I think the level design could have been improved upon a bit. They could have steered away a little bit from the generic things, but then there were some genuinely cool things like Ruvik's mansion and the sunflower field from his vision.
Yeah,
that was cool. So overall, I think 6.5 out of 10 from me.
I thought the level designs were good. They were a little bit generic, but no, I thought they were pretty good. A little bit more cover in them for some of them sniper levels and all that where the bloke was mounted on that machine gun. A little bit more cover and all that, because you sort of didn't know where to go. You had to blow up cars and all that and wait for them.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, I thought the levels were pretty good, so they got to get a bloody 8 from me.
I'm guessing I missed that one because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't recall seeing
yeah.
that anywhere.
That was episode 13. We filmed that one with the
Yes,
acting.
that's right. 'Cause some of us were working. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna. Jeez, I don't know. I'll give it a 7. I think.
7?
Yeah.
Okay, so overall we'll say 8.5 out of 10 for the
Yep.
for the level design. Okay, so the bosses. Now this game had a shitload of like honestly, this game, like there's bosses around every
Now,
corner.
if anybody wants a game where you're just battling bosses, this is ideal
Yeah.
for you.
Go out
This
and
is
buy Boss
perfect.
Fight Simulator. That's the
Yeah.
one for you. Look, you know, the very first boss in the game. I don't remember what it was. This
The
is how many-
Chainsaw
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of you meet him and you're just like, yeah, he's generic. But then there's so many cool bosses like the Four-Armed Grudge. We don't know the names. We didn't bother to learn the
Oh,
names.
we sort of made
You
them up
just
as
call
we
her
went.
Laura.
Forearm grudge.
Well, yeah, we were calling her Laura
Laura,
because we
didn't
had a theory. We had a theory that she's Ruvik's sister, or
That's right.
the
the
long
creature.
black hair,
Yeah.
and she's all her
Afraid of-
skin's burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what you had to do to get rid of her. You had to burn her. So
Yeah, we called her the Four-Armed Grudge most of the time. The monstrosity in the car park was really cool, as much as it was
Yeah.
brutal. I think that thing beat me 15 times. There was only a few sections that I had to practice, and that was definitely one of them. The giant dog, I thought that was really cool.
That was interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. And the giant spider boss from chapter 14.
Yeah,
or chapter,
didn't
chapter 13.
that was probably the easiest, coolest boss to do because you had to lay about 5 bullets into it. That was it, and just
Yeah.
avoid the shit that it was trying to do to the boss.
Kind of just killed itself in the end, really.
Yeah.
That said,
Dumb fucking animals. That's why I don't like them.
that said, there are way too many bosses in. There are way too many bosses in the game that instantly kill you. Now, I'm all for a challenge. Don't get me wrong, but what is the point in having a health bar if just about everything one-shots you? Okay, if you get eaten or you get your head smashed in or something like that. There's just way too many bosses that one-shot you, and it can make boss fights tedious because if you run out of breath or you get stuck on a wall,
Especially when you use a first aid kit and you're there stunned for a bit, and you
Yeah.
can just go plop.
But definitely in this
Look,
case,
a
like
puddle
when
of
you
blood.
want to sprint, it doesn't last very long at all. It seems to last probably about 5 seconds.
Yeah, but you got to upgrade that.
and then
that's
that's
the thing.
it. Oh, well,
yeah, and we could have done. We probably could have done a lot more upgrades. I
Well,
think
you never know. If we go through and do a replay, we might keep all the perks that we've got at the
Yeah,
moment, get
well,
all our guns.
they
and-
might carry over.
Yeah,
But look, honestly,
because there is a lot of perks for the amount of green goo.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose there's probably green goo that we didn't find, but the amount of perks and how much they cost.
Yeah.
If we're just talking about overall design though, like how they look, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. Like,
Yeah, bloody hell.
they're really creative, and I just think that the developers done really good to inspire.
Yeah. Well, no,
They-
it's not even the main big bosses. It's like the little minions as well.
Oh
Like,
yeah, the enemy design overall is just really good.
The big fat guys, you blow a hole straight through the center of their head, and they still coming at you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it sort of throws everything you know
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
zombies in sort of
Out
under
the
the
window.
bus. But yeah, look, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10 for bosses and enemy design overall.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 bottles.
I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna 8.
9 it is. 9 out of 10 for that. So overall, like how are we feeling overall about the game? Like, taking everything into account, storyline, the look,
Yeah, well, from me, it's getting 8 for sure.
Yeah,
I
I think
thought it was well put together, apart from the little minor hiccups.
yeah, there are a
shit
few
from it,
things
but-
that definitely could have been done better,
Yeah,
especially combat wise, but I think 8 out of 10 overall.
yeah.
So it wasn't, I don't know, for me watching majority of the time, it wasn't probably the greatest game I could sit down and watch. It was entertaining, however, every time you got blown up.
Yeah, I know.
That was amusing.
You made a point to make that,
Yes, it did.
sure.
But I think overall, sort of looking back at what we've obviously reviewed, I'm going to give it, I think, a 7 for my liking.
Yeah. So overall, 8
Yeah.
out of 10, I think.
Yeah.
Total, yeah. Yep. So we're going to give this game out of total an 8 out of 10 bottles, just because. Look, overall, it was a fairly solid game. We enjoyed playing it. You know, it was stressful in parts, but I mean, it kept us coming back. It kept us wanting to get there, to get to the end, to find out what happened. It kept us intrigued long enough. And I mean, I could definitely see myself playing through again, especially with the bonuses you get for clearing the game. Like that's an old school survival horror thing, and so many games they don't do that anymore. So yeah, so that's The Evil Within done and dusted. But if you have got any other games you'd like to see us let's play in the future, do comment down below.
And not Fallout 4.
It's something we definitely want to do, but we're going to need a lot more time to do it. Evil Within probably took us about 2.5 weeks to
And
do.
if any cunt says fucking Halo, unsubscribe.
No, don't, because I like that game.
No, Halo's shit.
No, it's wonderful.
Okay, we're not going to have
You've never sat down and played it.
we are not going to have a lovers tiff on the video, okay? So
Or
yeah,
if
that's
you want to say Harry Potter, and that'll give me something to do.
that's The Evil Within. Don't listen to Michelle. And we're the Boozy Aussie Gamers. And we look forward to seeing you in our next review. And as always,
You got a bottle going yet?